citizens of Oklahoma the right to say whether or not they want county option in two separate ballots, to the end that the people of Oklahoma, by a majority vote, may adopt repeal and also a program for county option, or may adopt repeal and reject county option procedure and law, to the end that the entire state of Oklahoma, if a plan that has been written by the Senate prevails, will prevail throughout, that is, package stores with free enterprise.
But that's not the thing alone in this bill is local option. It's tied in with the deal yesterday where the dry counties are cut out of any funds. Although they need the funds as much or more than the larger communities, they don't get it. They desire to vote dry. And this wedge is held over their heads. If you don't vote, you don't get this money. Although their people will go come in Oklahoma City, other counties neighboring are wet and spend their money for it, their money will go for it, even they'll have more expense. They'll have to go get it. So I won't talk long more because I don't want to hold up the wheels of injustice here. But that's...
There'll never be anybody else that will advance the crusade against the use of alcohol except from the minds and heart of the individual consumer of it. And gentlemen, we're going to have more corruption in the dry counties than we've got in the state of Oklahoma because the alcoholic beverages will be easier acquired and consumed. So local option is basically unsound, financially, economically, and morally.
But it is the identical resolution that was turned down yesterday.
Yes, that's right. It was...
I submit that it is not a proper amendment, and for the further reason that this identical amendment was voted upon yesterday and turned down by the Senate.
All of them are businessmen and made the observation that in their business they considered the first thing to do when they ran into such financial troubles in business was to cut down on overhead. And they intend to have a meeting again in the morning and to get the facts and figures as to where that overhead can be cut in the field of cutting the payroll and any other waste in the department. Mr. Biddle has stated that within a week that he thinks he can have an estimate for them or a recommendation as to where the cuts can be made. That would be step number one, efficiency and savings, economies. And after that picture is a little clearer insofar as monthly cost of operation is concerned, then we would know a little bit more about what we are needing insofar as funds to match federal matching funds for new construction. According to Mr. Biddle, we cannot finish the year at the present overhead. We don't have the money to finish this this fiscal year ending June 30th.
Don't accuse us of being unfair because the handwriting expert that we did introduce, he doesn't make the best witness in the world as far as candor is concerned because he's not that type of guy. But when he said he could examine those with a microscope and tell the difference where he couldn't by looking at his naked eye, that is some evidence that you've got to take in addition, even if you don't consider it all. You've got to show that as some evidence. I don't think he's the best man in the world, but he's good.
Nice fellow. Just a nice beat, but he doesn't have any education. No sin. I have a lot of my kinfolks that are uneducated. I'm not ridiculing him for that. But I'm talking about his qualifications. To pass a sentence on Fain Caesar, that's what they were attempting to do. No high school education. Now, when I hand him this one little short paragraph to read, I wished I'd kept my stopwatch and could have timed him. He'd like to have never read that one sentence.
Position to give advice to anyone.
Pete, I presume you received the news yesterday from the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Was it what you expected?
Exactly what I expected, yes.
How long have you been in the penitentiary here now?
25 months, 2 years and a month.
Pete, how do you pass your time here?
Reading mostly.
What kind of books have you been reading?
Everything from theology, history, philosophy.
Pete, have you gone into religion?
Some, but that's something I'd rather not discuss. I have my own personal convictions. I will say, however, that I've found peace of mind, and further than that, I'd rather not discuss it.
How are your feelings in this case?
Well, it's according to what you mean by feelings. As far as, you mean bitterness?
Yes.
No bitterness.